Hello.
Cookies.
Cookies and puffies and waffies.
How's your grandmother?
Cookies and puffies and waffies. And I'm
Chris.
hearing echo.
How's grandma?
How's
your grandmother?
My grandma. Are you having the stream on with sound, Ellie? Because we're hearing an echo.
No, I don't have the stream at all.
Are you having the stream on with sound, Ellie? Because we're hearing an echo. Am I hearing it with echo?
No, did you click on the link that we gave you in the chat?
Me?
No, Ellie.
No, Ellie. Oh, there. Did you click on the link that we gave you in the chat?
Yeah, but I had to log into
Ellie.
it and I can't.
No, Ellie. Oh, there. Well, is the window still up? Because we can still hear the audio.
Is the window still up? But I didn't get into it. I didn't open it.
Well, is the window still up? Because we can still hear the audio.
There's one hell of an echo.
Yeah, the sound is coming from you, Ellie. Can you share the screen with me?
How?
Yeah, the sound is coming from you, Ellie.
In the Discord call, you can click on share screen.
Where is that share screen? I've got this share screen. Where is it?
See where the big red button is?
Share screen?
Yeah.
Don't press that. It's two next to it. Where it says share screen when you scroll over it.
Yeah.
Don't press that.
It looks like a computer with an arrow on it.
Yeah, I've got that.
Okay,
Yeah,
press
go ahead and click that.
I did, and it says cancel or go live.
It looks like a computer with an arrow on it.
Go live.
Go
I think
live.
it would be go live because you're using your camera, so that's why it's confused.
And then should I open?
Yeah. So when you say go live, look at the screen that you're using, go onto screens, and share screen. Yeah. So when you say go live, look at the screen that you're using, go onto screens, and share screen. So when you say go live, look at the screen that you're using.
Okay,
God,
I feel like
I'm hearing myself 3 times.
Yeah.
I can't. I did that. I did share your screen. I went to there. It says stream share. Select something to stream and have your friends grab a seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just go live.
I opened it and it says, "What's your streaming?" And then it says, "Open, change, chill, and Sunday streaming channel." I opened it and it says, "What's your streaming?" Go live. What am I doing?
Oh.
There we go. It's done.
Okay, there you go.
Just waiting for it to load. There we go. It's done.
Okay, there you go.
Waiting for it to load.
Okay, there you go.
Like even if I.
Is the stream working for you guys?
I believe so.
I think so. I muted it.
Yeah, but I can't see her screen.
Yeah, neither can I. It's still loading.
Ellie, except for Discord, can you close everything on your computer?
Loading.
Ellie, except for Discord, can you close everything on your computer?
Loading.
Ellie, except for Discord, can you close everything on your computer?
Yeah.
Ellie, except for Discord, can you close everything on your computer?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's closed.
Okay. We are still getting the echo. Can you everybody just leave the Discord call and we try to jump in again, okay?
Okie dokie.
There we go. And let's hope.
Let's see if this works again.
There we go. And let's.
Okay, Elley, do you have headset on you or?
Let's see if this works again.
No.
Okay, Elley, do you have headset on you or?
Because we are getting back plays of what we were saying, and the stream should.
We are getting back plays of what we were saying, and the stream should. We are getting back plays of what we were saying, and the stream.
Are you getting it now? Because I've got headphones on now.
Okay, ba ba boo boo boo.
Oh yeah.
We'll
That sounds
find
much
out.
better.
Woo!
That sounds much better. Woo!
Huzzah! Thank you, Elley.
Yay!
Okay, I've never had to. I'm hearing, yeah, but guys, I'm hearing like you guys are all repeating on me.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's
So when you're, if with your browser up, how many tabs do you have open? Just the Discord tab?
I have none but the Discord tab open.
Oh dear.
So weird.
Huh. Maybe.
Oh, wait a minute. Did you press play on it in the Discord chat? Maybe.
Oh.
If you go into the Discord chat, is there a video playing? And now she's gone.
What if I just take away?
Because
I can't take it away. It's Dusk's.
it's Dusk's. Your comment with the link. See if you can like get rid of it and see if that helps.
Sure thing. Oh, cancel. And delete. There you go. It is gone.
Let's see. Let's hope this fixes it.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
She said that she had a friend who's good with the technical stuff, yeah?
Yeah, Inky. But Discord is something that should usually be
Fairly easy.
Yeah.
I know we did get one question already for when we're ready.
Yeah, I think there was one specifically for Sweetie Bloom.
Oh, yes.
Yes, because you have an amazing singing voice and everybody has been gushing about it since then. Haha.
Lies, but I appreciate it. I think the question was, what is my favorite Christmas song?
Yes.
That I think I have a variety of favorite Christmas songs depending on my mood. I like things like Grown Up Christmas List. I like Breath of Heaven, Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. You know, it depends on the mood I'm in.
Okay. Her reverb, her repeating stuff is gone, so yeah, okay. She jumped in again. Hello?
Hi.
Hi, is it better now?
Yes. Yes.
Yay!
So it wasn't me, right?
Well, what we think may have happened is that when you clicked on the link, you played the stream in the chat, so we just deleted that comment.
So
at least that's what I think has happened.
Okay.
But we fixed it. It's all good.
Yes. Skybolt is apparently also a fan of you, Elley, because he has made a song of the pillars.
What?
Yes.
I remember that.
So I'm gonna send it to you in a private chat so that you can listen to it after the stream. But the art photo of it is really nice.
I think you sent that to me though. Did you send it to me before on Twitter? No, maybe not. Maybe not.
So finally, we can finally start. And Matt Munchkin, I am very honored to have you back here in at least the chat. Hopefully this one can go better.
Yes.
A little rumpy start, but that's good.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, it fits with the theme of today's stream, which is Christmas and holidays. Because when you're grown up, of course, stress becomes a part of the holidays.
Yep.
So I guess we can start with what are you guys celebrating around this time of year?
I mean, I celebrate Christmas myself.
Like
I celebrate everything. I celebrate Kwanzaa and all my Jewish friends' holidays. They're all fun. They're
Oh yeah.
a celebration. I sort of take the religious aspect out of it, although culturally it is a big part in specific spiritualities. And I just think it's a time of giving back and a time of eating great food and celebrating with family and celebrating with friends. And it's a year end for the Christian calendar anyway. And it just feels like a time to come together and celebrate the abundance that we share, although we forget for the most part. We forget that we have our health and we have our families and we have our friends and we have a roof over our heads. And we find, I recognize that there's a lot of complaining in the world. And I find that Christmas or Yuletide is a time where we can say we have each other. We are thriving, and that's something to remember. And sometimes the holidays are a good time to make us remember that, because I think we forget, particularly in years like the one we've just had, that has been so fraught with political strife and health strife and money strife, and that leads us to I find a darker place. So when we can hang pretty decorations on a tree and sing carols and eat cookies that are made specifically for this time and drink eggnog and give a little gift of love to our loved ones or our friends. And I just find it kind of magical, because that magic is really lost during most of the year.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Dusk?
I celebrate Hanukkah.
Oh, nice.
Yay.
Happy post-Hanukkah.
Thank you kindly.
Dreidels and latkes, yay.
Yeah.
Donuts. Zufganiot all the way.
Yeah. For sure.
Let's not forget the gelt, man. It's all about the gelt.
Yeah, gelolte fish.
No, I have been very good this year in eating donuts religiously.
Yeah, a religion that requires you to eat junk food. Nice.
Oh, yeah, this is not even. This is. Wait till you hear about Purim.
Well, do tell.
Well, Purim is sort of reverse Halloween. It happens in the spring, and it's basically we dress up in costumes and give gift baskets and candy to each other.
Oh,
good.
Sweet. Pun intended.
Nice.
I
highly approve your punishment.
I don't know another one, but okay.
We're getting some puns in the chat. I like that.
Oh no! It starts already.
Huzzah!
This was the nope. Nope. My English is I'm kind of it's only working in Norwegian because you don't have that word in English.
So say it in Norwegian.
Yeah.
Punktere hjulet for det gale. Basically, you are blowing the tie because you in Norwegian it's called like sticking the needle into a car tie because it punktere the air goes out. Yeah. Okay, so you have English.
It's releasing the air. You're releasing the air. You're letting the air out.
Yeah, then it goes like.
And like a balloon, it'll fly around as the air is being released.
A flying
explode.
car because of a flat tie. I would like to see that.
Right?
But Noah has a question again for Sweetie Bloom. What is
Okay.
your favorite Pokemon and what is your favorite movie? If it is okay, I will extend that question to the rest of the group as well, if that's okay for you. But
Absolutely.
Sweetie Belle goes first. Sweetie Bloom.
It's quite alright. I'd say probably my favorite Pokemon is Persian because it's a kitty, it's a big kitty. And I'm old school. I've only 150 Pokemon. Dag nabbit.
151. 151 if you count Mew.
Yes.
If you count Mew, I guess maybe sometimes.
Hopefully that makes it 152 because of Mewtwo.
And then I think actually 153 if you count the fact that Togepi was in the show when I stopped watching.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
it's Entei then.
Huh?
Because Togepi was in when Entei was there, wasn't he?
Yes.
Was he? I don't know.
That was
Oh,
the last
I know
movie I
Togepi
watched.
No, Togepi was in the show, like the first, Togepi was still around in the first movie. Pokemon, the first movie, Togepi was in there.
Oh, you're right.
So Togepi's was in the show for quite some time. Anyway, let's see. Second question, favorite. I think it says favorite Christmas movie.
Yes.
That's an excellent question. Ooh, I will take this opportunity to advertise my cousin's movie that he made quite some time ago under the name The Very First Noel. I think it is being rebranded and re-released as The Three Wise Men, I think it's now called. He's the director, producer, lead animator, all that stuff on it. You can find and watch it online. Let me see if I can find a link to it so I can shamelessly plug his work.
Yeah, that's okay because it's like it's for helping out a friend and you're not spamming the chat. So if it is related to what we're talking about, it's okay. It's like not some random person just like, hey, I made 2 other new OCs. What do you think? Like, dude, at least ask first.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, like
There was a way
Skybolt,
of
he has made something in the honor of the pillars, and we are lucky enough to have a pillar, so of course, then it's okay.
Oh, yee. I love him. Thank you, Skybolt. Skybolt is here.
Yes, Skybolt is still in chat.
Yay.
But while you are fishing up that linky, Dusk, what is your favorite Pokemon and your favorite Christmas movie? Or Hanukkah movie?
There are not enough Hanukkah movies. So.
That's true. That's true.
I'm going to sidestep that one because I honestly, I don't watch a lot of holiday movies. I find them all, for lack of a better term, sappy. I do have good memories of watching It's a Wonderful Life, I think.
Oh.
With I think it was It's a Wonderful Life. It was the black and white one where the angel gets his wings at the end.
Yes, that's my favorite.
Yep.
Yes, so I do remember that one because my mom showed it to me when I was younger. I don't think there are any other like Christmas movies. I mean, there's Die Hard, I guess. It's not
There's a
count.
Christmas movie.
That counts. It counts.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And what was the other favorite Pokemon? Eevee.
Oh, Stuffy. Eevee,
Eevee
yeah.
and I think Vulpix.
Ah.
And Mew is adorable. Just 'cause so cute.
Yeah, it's Mew. It's so
cute.
It's like a baby kitten, just like.
Yep. I mean, I did watch the two Pokemon movies that came out when I was younger. I watched them in theaters. I was a big Pokemon nerd when I was younger.
As you should be.
Yes. Elley, your favorite movie, and if you know Pokemon, what is your favorite Pokemon?
Yes, I know Pokemon, and I'm sorry I'm so boring, but I love Pikachu because Pikachu is just the complete and utter ruler of Pokemon in my mind. There are cuter ones, I think, but for me, Pikachu keeps it. If I think Pokemon, that's who I think of.
Yeah.
Every convention I go to, Pikachus are in cosplay, like everywhere, more than anything I've ever seen in my life. It's insane.
So if people start showering you with Pikachu plushies at cons, that would be very okay.
Yeah, totally. I love it as long as they have like a dragon. Make sure that little Pikachu has a dragon for the magic, because I believe that Pikachu does. We just don't see it. I also like my favorite movie that I've watched religiously my entire life with my sister and my families. We do not miss Christmas Eve watching Alistair Sim's A Christmas Carol, which is like, it was made in 29.
Yeah.
It's a black and white. I will not miss Christmas. That is a movie that I always see. I also love It's a Wonderful Life. I love Miracle on 34th Street. I'm a big, like I said, Christmas holiday person. I love Christmas movies. I love The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. I love the old Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I love Charlie Brown's Christmas. I love all of the Christmas movies. I am that person. You should see my house. I am that sappy, weird person.
I have seen pictures, so yes, I believe that.
Yeah, I love it. I love all those things. I just, if there's a Christmas movie out there, I've probably seen it.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
gonna challenge you on that one, because my favorite Christmas movie is actually a Russian one that for some reason plays on 8 a.m. Christmas morning every
What's
time.
it called?
It's called Cinderella and the Three Nuts, but it's in Russian and only Russian, and it has English subtitles.
Is it a live action or animated?
Live
animated
action.
movie?
It's a very
I'd
old
love
one.
to see it. I'd love to see it.
Yeah, if I can find it on the DVD, I will send it to you.
Oh my gosh. Okay. If it's in English subtitles, like even if it wasn't in English subtitles, I just love the stories. I just love looking at the images and hearing the music and stuff like that. I love that stuff.
Yeah, it's really beautiful, and for some reason, that's what goes on the TV in the morning in Norway on Christmas.
Well, if I was there with you on Christmas morning, we'd be watching it together, just like we watch the movies.
Yeah.
That's kind of like a fun thing to do in Norway.
Yeah, we would just be chilling in the PJs with all the plushies and candy and everything. Just like,
yes, and chips and stuff. Oh my goodness, yeah.
Yeah, I did include one of those chips packages in the package to you, so enjoy.
You're hilarious. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, yay, my favorite.
Yay. So I really like giving care packages to people, because people get happy, and when people get happy, I get happy. Yay.
Yay.
So yeah, I'm weird like that. Okay.
That's the best way to be.
Yeah, best kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yep.
But my dearest has informed me that I should be more careful and not just send just because I want to. I need to have some restrictions, or else I would probably use most of my instead of buying myself candy, I would send candy to someone else.
Yeah, that's what I worry about. You need to take care of yourself first.
Candy
100%.
first.
I don't like that much candy anymore.
What?
Chris comes first.
Yeah, I don't know, but after my kidneys started acting up and I cut out Coca-Cola, Ellie, you remember how much Coca-Cola I used to drink?
Oh, yes, I do. Oh, yes, I do.
I can't drink that much anymore. And
Good.
I have jumped over to aloe vera type of drinks. I've jumped over to more tea and all that stuff. And I now have very different taste bumps.
Yeah.
So I don't want candy anymore. I didn't want meat either way from the start, and now I want it even less.
Right.
So it's more like, okay, give me a pear, or give me give me fruits or vegetables, then I'm a happy girl. So
There you go.
But yeah,
What about the pizza? You still like pizza?
no, I don't.
No, you don't?
And the thing is, Ellie has tried the Norwegian pizza. She can testify that that's a really good pizza.
It's good. Yeah.
And it doesn't have that fake smelly cheese that smells like cardboard boxes.
Ew!
Yeah.
No.
My favorite Pokemon is Eevee. But that's No big surprise. Or Bulbasaur. I can't. It kind of switches. Bulbasaur or Eevee.
Bulbasaur is adorable.
Yes.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay. We have.
I love that he was in the movie.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch that?
Oh, which of the movies? Because right now I just got
Detective
Flash.
Pikachu.
Ah, no.
Oh.
I saw a picture, but I haven't seen the movie.
It's worth it if you are a fan of Pokemon. It is very worth it.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I will put it on the list. But the movie I got in my head was the one with Lugia, where they're trying to free Zapdos from the cage from the rich evil guy, and like everybody gets blasted back because of the explosion, and everybody looks terrified when Zapdos is free, but Bulbasaur on the back just looks pissed and just like, excuse you, we just freed you and now you're going angry at us, and he's the grass Pokemon, like he's the one who should be the scariest one.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really like Ash's Bulbasaur.
Don't care.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yep.
I love it.
Oh, he is adorable. But we got a few questions. Ska vi se. It's actually for me. Final Sights asks, Chris, did you watch the link I sent you for the original Grinch movie? Yes, I did, and I liked it very much. Thank you very much for the help.
Excellent.
Yeah, it was. I liked it because it had the old charm, but at the same time, it was like something I have missed from today's type of movies, because it was so calm even when action was happening. It was no like bam, 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 bam. It was actually just going slow and let you enjoy the story.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And another one that's for all of us. What is your favorite Disney Christmas song? For me,
Disney.
I really love As Long as There Is Christmas. I don't know that one specifically, but yeah, okay. Favorite Disney songs. Christmas Disney songs.
That song is very specific to Once Upon a Christmas, I think it's called. Is a Disney short with a bunch of the characters. So it's a very narrow field we're looking at for that one. But I actually, when I was a kid, I really liked the version of Here Comes Santa Claus that like Goofy and friends sang, like the idea that Santa Claus is coming down Main Street in Disneyland, and like it was part of a Disney sing-along VHS I had as a kid. And that one was really cute because they had like Donald and Goofy chiming in.
Yeah, there's also the Squirrels, Alvin, and the Chipmunks. They have a Christmas album. There's also a Disney Princess album that's Have a Holly Jolly Christmas that the princess sings, the Disney princess sings, and there's the Goofy. I do remember.
Well, was Alvin and the Chipmunks Disney?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You have a lot of episodes where they are like living in the woods, and then Donald just comes and I'm gonna chop down this tree, and then they make life miserable for him.
Yeah, they started out with those.
Chip and Dale.
Yeah, that's Chip and Dale.
Yeah, that's not Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Alvin and the Chipmunks were different. They were, as far as I know, not bought out by Disney.
I didn't know. I didn't think that they were bought by Disney either. But then at this point, Disney owns everything, so they might.
I meant, sorry, I meant Chip and Dale. That's who I meant.
Oh, gotcha.
That's who I meant. And I also, I mean, it's kind of weird, but I do believe that Frozen with the snowman and all that stuff is, and they've got all those kind of songs. Olaf has a song, and I don't know, they're not Christmas exactly, but they're of the winter celebrating the snow time.
Well, there's a Christmas short with Olaf, and he sings a song that time of year, which is hilarious.
Yeah, that's right. There is a short, and it's in another language. I forget the name of it, right? Isn't it called something weird?
That's a regular one. I'll send it in the chat. It's not in Norwegian, it's in English.
No, I mean, I'm sure it's been translated to many different languages, but yeah. I think one of my favorite parts of that short is kind of funny is that they had, for a split second, he was participating in the St. Lucia
Yeah.
stuff. And I'm like, it's so accurate to that part of the world. I love it.
It's so good, it hurts.
Exactly. It's like a 0.2 second clip in the whole short. And I'm like, I love it.
There's
my favorite part in there is when he's like saying, so you chop down a tree and decorate the room with its fallen friends. I love
it. There's just silly kids in the background.
Oh, I know, right? There's a Disney Christmas celebration CD too. Like Disney does, they've got all kinds of compilations.
Yeah, and the chat's mentioning Muppet Christmas Carol technically works.
Oh yeah, oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, and Skybolt mentioned Night Before Christmas. That technically is Christmas songs.
Yeah, in a sense.
Yeah.
Well, and then there's Silent Night. Disney did a Silent Night thing. They've done a bunch of stuff over the years that's all been like, Disney's right up there.
Are you shocked?
Yeah, exactly. They've got a Disney Christmas. Like they've got albums. I remember them as kids.
Yeah.
And Mickey Mouse, doesn't Mickey Mouse have Once Upon a Christmas? Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas?
Yeah, there's Once Upon a Christmas. There's Twice Upon a Christmas. There's Mickey's Christmas Carol, which was always my favorite version growing up.
Oh yeah,
yeah, exactly.
The one with that My Little Pony did with the past, the future, and the now.
Oh God, I love that. That's not Disney, but oh my God,
it is pretty good.
Luna's song is so awesome.
Yeah. That is a good one. That's
oh yeah, Luna's song is great.
I think Ariella, I don't know how to pronounce her name. She did this version that is just haunting.
I think I've heard it. Yeah.
I don't know if I've heard it.
Hold on, I'll see if I can find it.
I know
there's
that there's
the Daniel Ingram version also, which is fantastic. But
there's the 12 Days of Christmas. I know that Disney does as well.
Yeah, I think one of my favorite, like, actually Disney things to watch for a while was actually Christmas at the House of Mouse.
Because there was so awesome, awesome.
Yeah, because there was I don't know how much the younger generation will remember. There was a show called The House of Mouse, which was dedicated basically to showing different shorts. Right. And so what I love about watching Christmas at the House of Mouse is like, not only do I get like the new House of Mouse stuff, I also get my favorite old Christmas classics. Like, there's Mickey and chopping down the Christmas tree with Chip and Dale, and that's an old one. And then the whole thing wraps up with a Mickey's Christmas Carol at the end. So it's like I get all of my Disney Christmas stuff in one happy package.
Yeah. Did Disney do a Nutcracker? Am I hallucinating this? They did a Nutcracker, right?
Yeah, they had a basically a comedic Nutcracker. Because it was like Mickey was the Nutcracker and Minnie and was Maria and all that, and it was narrated by John Cleese, and it's so funny.
Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it's really funny. Just John Cleese, especially like interacting with the characters, because there's a point where they're trying to figure out what Goofy is doing there, and Mickey's trying to be like, Goofy, what are you doing here? It's like, I'm here to help you. It's like, but what part are you playing? And at some point, Mickey looks at the camera and goes, can I have some help here? And John Cleese goes, nope, I'm staying out of this one.
If Goofy is involved, don't touch it.
You're saying Goofy is Pinkie Pie.
I did a Christmas movie. I can't remember the name of it, but somebody might remember the name of it. And Whoopi Goldberg played the reindeer in the movie, the voice of the reindeer. And I played her mother, and I played one of the other younger reindeers. And the name of the movie was the name of the reindeer. And I cannot, for the life of me, remember the name of the movie. It's one word, like Blade or something, which was the name of the reindeer, and I can't remember the name of it, but Whoopi Goldberg played the reindeer. Oh, there's so many Christmas movies, but that is one of them.
Blizzard, says someone in the chat.
Blizzard.
What's that?
The name is
Blizzard?
Blizzard.
Blizzard,
I
that's
looked it
it.
up.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nice.
It is Blizzard. That's the name of it. That's the name of the reindeer, and she played Blizzard.
Awesome.
Yeah. It was a cute movie, actually. It's about, it's about people not believing in themselves and finding their strength and stuff like that.
Oh, Final Sight also mentioned it in the chat.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Ska vi se. Question for all of you. What is your favorite holiday treat?
Mine should be
Holiday
obvious.
tree? Did
Yeah.
you say tree or treat?
Treat to eat
Treat.
food.
Nom
Nom
nom.
Oh, dear. I love so many. Are you kidding?
Can you narrow
Chocolate.
it down to 5?
Shortbread cookies, for sure. Lemon squares. Truffles of any kind. Christmas bark, which is like that kind of chocolate with cranberries and nuts, and it's all hard and you break it into pieces. I love that. Oh my gosh, it's so hard. Trifle, I love trifle, is so good. That's a Christmas kind of thing. Most people don't like this, but I really do. Mincemeat tarts, I love. I really do like them. I think it's because I grew up on them and I wasn't allowed to have sugar, but I was during Christmas. So I get to have all the treats at Christmas that I wasn't allowed to have during the year. So cookies and squares, any kind of no-bake peanut butter balls and all of that stuff. I will just go insane. I will just go insane. Gained 20 pounds at Christmas. Definitely.
Worth
Definitely.
it.
Sounds about right for me too.
Right? Oh.
I will say I have an unhealthy relationship with eggnog.
Oh, me too.
Like back in the day, if I was going to a Christmas party, they would buy an extra carton of eggnog if they knew I was going to be there.
Well, good to know. What about
You
you,
like
Dusty?
chocolate?
I mean, Sufganiyot, obviously.
Oh, some canyons.
I've only posted them every day.
Explain to everybody what they are for those who you don't know.
Sorry, a Sufganiyot is a filled donut, and usually
they're so good.
traditionally is jelly filled or plain with sugar on top. I've had most recently, I've had an Oreo one, I've had strawberry, and I've had, what was the other one? I had a millefeuille one, which I guess is called Napoleon somewhere elsewhere in the world. Oh my god, I've had so many different types of donuts this year. I've had chocolate, I've had custard, I've had blueberry, I've had, oh my lord, chocolate filled. There was raspberry with sprinkles on top. I've posted like the 3 top ones that I've had.
Oh wow.
But yeah, those are traditional, and the other one I really love are latkes, which are fried potato pancakes, basically.
Oh, me
good
too.
stuff.
Pancakes!
Oh,
Gingerbread.
Chris, I think you're muted.
Am I muted? Hello?
No,
Hello?
you're better now.
Nope.
Okay. I saw your mouth move and nothing came out.
Yeah, you guys can't see this. Ha 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 ha. But at least I and Elley were supposed to have cameras because we don't often see each other. So it's like, hey, I can see you because we're talking. But you guys who is...
now I'm going to be the odd one out. All right.
I've got my camera. I forgot when I went away, my camera went off, but it's on now.
Yay! All 4 of us! Yay! Wow, you have a lot of books.
Oh,
I'm jealous.
that spans the wall.
Holy.
Wow. That's cool.
That's just the books we don't read.
I have, that's my whole book list. They all sit beside the bed and they pile up like this as I don't read more
So we
books.
keep
I was going to say, I'm like, I've got a pile of books right here.
Yeah, me too. So many.
We keep our personal books upstairs, like in our rooms, and these are just the other books in the room.
Yeah. Right now, I only have one book in my recording studio, and I think it's one of the few books I will need, except for the two I got from Elley, which is this one.
Which one?
Aww.
I
Why
can't see.
is
Let me-
Nice.
Why can't I see you?
What?
I
You
can't
Wait,
can't see
did
me?
you?
Aw.
What are you seeing exactly, Ellie?
I see nothing but myself, which is really
Okay, so
horrifying.
click on yourself.
Oh, okay.
Now you can see everyone.
Ah, now I can see everyone. Oh, yeah, voice
Yay.
acting for dummies.
Yeah, it's a really, really good book if you are interested in voice acting. And I, of course, unless I actually have the bag upstairs, I have the two books that Elley has written, which is, you can tell about them yourself, Elley.
Oh, I've written two books. One is called Butterfly Kisses, which I dedicated to my mother who passed away, and it's a 365 days of inspirations, and it's got little flip art. If you flip the corner of the book, it's got a little butterfly that comes out of a chrysalid, from a caterpillar that crawls up, goes into a chrysalid, comes out as a butterfly and flies. And then I wrote, my second book is called Fly with Eagles, and that's dedicated to my father. And it's all quotes, and it's also writing exercises for you to find your personal strength and your ability to fly high above those that remain stuck and fulfill your dreams, basically. Just ways to help you stay positively strong in a world that, likes to anchor us down to a darker place.
What made you decide to call it Flying with Eagles?
My father always said to me, fly with eagles, hun. Don't wallow with the pigs. Fly with eagles. You will be alone. You will be there won't be a lot of people who will understand you, but you want to always rise above, fly higher than those who want to stay on the ground, who want to stay
Beautiful.
the same. Yeah, and he always said that. So yeah, I gave him, that was last Christmas, and I'm just finishing up my third book, which is dedicated to my sister, and it's called Papu #2.
Oh.
She's my younger sister, and I'm finishing up that book of our lives together so far, and the inspirations that one can draw from sisterhood, and how sisters can be like extended, not just in your blood family, but the entire world family. Yeah. Yeah.
And I think I managed to link both in the Streamy Weemy.
No, you are a good streamy weemy.
Are you a streamer weemer?
Not sponsored.
You're
No, fine.
by Amazon.
Oh my gosh. Final site. I do not want that to go off again. I am not sponsored by Amazon. I will never be sponsored by Amazon. And if he ever tries to come near me, I will bite his finger.
You get a free baseball cap, apparently.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Go back. Go
No.
back.
Art from last time.
Why don't
Okay,
you tell
what-
them the lovely story, DuskFlare, huh?
I don't even remember how it started, but it was something about Amazon, and someone made a Kriz little icon with Amazon on her flank instead of her cutie mark.
Yeah, that was final.
She said that was a little bit disturbing, so someone removed that and gave her an Amazon hat saying Amazon.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, I'm gonna find you the pictures because I called it the weird fan art.
Oh my gosh, that really is weird fan art.
You know you've made it when you get weird fan art.
Oh, I've gotten weird fan art.
See,
I'll
she's
tell
made
you.
it.
Well, you just kind of go, what is happening? And then you go, people want to send you things, and my assistant will be like, no, you are not giving out your home address. You'll not be giving out your home address. You don't know what's coming your way. And I'm like,
You should get a PO mailbox, one of those.
Yeah.
Well, what I do is I get them to send it to my agents, but like they've been closed down during COVID, right? So apparently, back in February, they were like, "There's all this stuff here for you. Come and get it," because people always send it to my agency. So I can't even imagine what's sitting there now, because a whole year has gone by where it's like there's, my agent doesn't really understand anyway, so it's although I did have a phenomenal request that did come through to my agent this week, where a fan's mother reached out to my agent, found me through my agent, and it just told a heartbreaking story about her son who had been in the army, and his convoy was hit by a roadside bomb, and he was brain damaged recently, and he now has the brain capacity of a 10-year-old or younger. And she said he really loves Elley Ray, and particularly My Little Pony, and would she be open to talking with him? And I said, I would love to, and I'd love to do it as a Christmas gift for him. So we set that up. So, you do get a lot of quite beautiful, amazing requests, and we have no idea how many people are suffering in the world. And I just, I am honored to talk to somebody if they feel like, that's going to make them feel better in their lives, or feel more whole. But it just reminded me that we have no idea that people are going through troubles, and they're so generous. The world is so generous. And for her to say, he loves you, would you be willing? His mother reached out to me. It just actually broke my heart. And I said, of course I would love to do that, So my feeling is just make yourself available to talk to people if they want to speak to you and feel better. If it's going to, make them feel better, I just go, hey, reach out, let's chat. That's why I feel like things like this that you've set up is just a beautiful, beautiful way to include folks that may be struggling, and we just don't know. We just don't know. So I just think it's great, and we should do more of them. So for all of us that are here, let's do more of these. I think they're fun, and I think they're great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So that's also one of the reasons why I'm so grateful that, what is it, your third time now, DuskFlare, and second time for Sweetie Bloom?
My second. Last time was my first.
Was it?
Yeah.
Man.
I know we talked together, but not on your live streams.
Yeah, that's sorry. I might have mixed you and Aeon then.
That's fair. I know Aeon's been on.
Yeah. But yeah, it's first time with Elley, because I know you of course have so many 1,000 things to do, and
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm
And you know what? It's like, people ask me all the time. I have bronies that say, hey, can I talk to you? And I go, sure. If I'm not working and I can work it out, you give me the luxury of letting me know 3 weeks in advance or a month in advance. Like you said, would you be available for this? And I'm like, yeah, for sure. It's on a Sunday. I'm usually not working, but of course I was working today, which is hilarious.
I know that Bliss and Dr. Wolf and the others have the workaholics videos. I have friends that needs that. Maybe you should take some time to relax. Maybe you should take some time to take off to yourself. Maybe not work 2 jobs when you don't really have to.
But it's this is the kind of thing though where you go, this isn't work. It really isn't work. I have managed to do 7 conventions, My Little Pony conventions this year, online still. Wasn't it? I didn't have to fly to another country. I didn't have to I got to stay in my pajamas. I still got to sign autographs. It was I just feel like we can still come together. We can still spend time, and I can still get my work done. It's not like I'm missing anything in my life. You know what I mean? I always go,
Sweetie. If you're okay, sorry, it's just Sweetie Bloom and Final Sight and Drinking Body are now doing conspiracy theories, and I'm just excuse you, and you're not willing to give me your address.
That's the thing. I'm not allowed to be spoiled. That doesn't mean I'm not allowed to spoil other people.
Yeah, but isn't that kind of hypocrite?
It's okay because it's generous.
the best kind of hypocrisy.
Exactly.
Yeah, but nice. Then I don't have to feel bad if I find some other way. Hey.
Yeah, exactly.
You will find a way.
Chris, you can go through the agents. Go through the agents. Go through.
Well, when you're not professional like our dear beloved Elley, we have friends that knows stuffies.
I mean,
see, this is the problem.
Chris said that she was sending something to Elley. So if you message Elley, because you're going to get the return address on the package she gets, you might be able to get the address.
If Sweetie Blooms asks for the address, I will give you it.
That's true.
Also,
I could probably just ask.
But that's the easy way.
Wait a minute. What's happening right now?
Okay.
We're going to send Chris. Go ahead.
Basically, final site, the one that made the Amazon pictures, and Sweetie Bloom in the chat, and Drinking Buddy have now said that maybe we should pull together resources and get Chris a life-size plushie of herself. I think they are meaning the pony, because I don't want a plushie of my body. And then Final Site says, Sweetie Bloom says, let's do it. And Final Site says, let's send it in an Amazon box just to contribute to the Amazon meme. And Buddy then says, I will join in on that, only if Sweetie comes to Ciderfest so she can hug Chris. Yes, you should come, because hugs. And I will find a way to safely hug people if we can't still hug people. I will hug people's backs. I will hug their legs. I don't care. I'm giving you a hug.
I would. It's just one of those things where it's on the other side of the country, which is a bit out of my budget.
Other side of the globe.
I know. I'm like, it's the Crimea River. I know.
No, but the thing is,
would
you be willing that if you started like a GoFundMe or something, would you be willing to accept people helping you save up to the ticket? Would that be something you're okay with?
I have done that before. I did that to go to BronyCon 2017 so that I could hang out with Anthony C. But it really... it hurt me in my pride to ask for money, and it's just like, and they tried to get me to do it again for BronyCon 2018, and I'm like, I can't, especially since Anthony C wasn't going to be there, and I'm just like, I can't do that again.
Well, then we have a saying, pride is overrated. Well, the thing is, pride is good when it comes to morals, but when the morals comes in the way of enjoying a healthy lifestyle, that is when it becomes wrong. And the therapist comes out.
No, that's fair. It's just
it hurts, yes, and it's very uncomfortable. I had to struggle a bit with that one myself back in the day, but then again I figured out if I want to be a person that like sends random gifts to people that I care about, or to people I just got to know because I know this type of thing will make them so happy, how can I then be so against letting other people have that same joy of sending me stuff?
Easy, you start a war with Silverquill. and it all unravels from there.
But it's also like, every single convention has a charity auction. Every single convention has, I've helped pay for Brony's rent. I've helped pay for their medical bills. I've helped pay where they put all kinds of GoFundMe on there. If it's that your heart's desires to go somewhere and you can't afford to go, pride has got nothing to do with it. It's literally a truth. I can't afford it. Will you help me? We're all about helping. Yeah. And if you have 1,000 bronies that each give, $10, it's no big deal.
There's always that nagging, like they could be spending this money on something else. They could be spending this money on actual charities that to give to those who need in need. It's like,
but you are someone in need. You are someone in need for your joy and your happiness. You're someone in need. Why would you diminish that? It's a need of yours. It is to go and be with friends of like mind.
Yeah, mental health stuffies. Yes.
Yeah.
Mental stuffies.
Mental stuffies, yes. I mean, then there's also taking time off from my job type of things because already if nothing gets canceled next year, which I only have so much hope for
you
that.
Mean if anything happens next year?
Yeah. But already I probably want to go to BabsCon and Everfree Northwest, and then possibly my best friend will be getting married next year. So a lot of my vacation time is kind of already spoken for. So there's also, that aspect to it as well. And I'm not super poor. I get by.
I can hear the squeaking in your voice. I can hear the squeaking in your voice.
I mean, some of my neighbors may be up to some shady shenanigans, but but I live paycheck to paycheck, but I'm not starving like I was a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta.
Okay, I gotta ask: are all of us in pajamas?
I'm not.
Okay.
Not pajamas. This is just an ugly Christmas sweater, which looks like pajamas.
But
this is just it's snowing out.
Okay, so 2 of us are in pajamas, and the other 2 are normal clothing.
Who here has an ugly Christmas sweater?
I grown out of mine. Does that count?
Well, you have. I actually got a fantastically. It's actually so ugly. It's fantastic. It's beautiful. I think I just got sent it, and it's got a unicorn Rudolph with Christmas lights all around it. Aww. With plaid arms, with you should see it. It is the loudest, most garish, craziest sweater I've ever seen, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I love this sweater. I know that nobody in the world would wear it but me.
I would.
Oh yeah. Right? I know, right? It's a Rudolph unicorn with colored Christmas lights wrapped around it. Come on, man.
Yeah, why would you not wear it? It's awesome. If you're gonna have an ugly Christmas sweater, you better go full bananas. Right. But is there any ugly Hanukkah sweaters?
I've seen ugly Hanukkah sweaters. I've seen them.
So
they're gorgeous. I love them.
Here's the thing. There are ugly Hanukkah sweaters, but it's oh, look what the Christians are doing. Let's also do it.
It very much
nothing
is.
in Hanukkah to do it.
Well, there's nothing in
I
Christmas
do have
that
Hanukkah
indicates
socks.
it either.
Yeah, I have Hanukkah socks.
It's not like there's a part in the Bible and then ye all shall wear ugly sweaters to celebrate my birth.
Give me half a year and I will have a copy for you.
There you go.
Can somebody explain to me where the candy cane came from? I need to know because I don't know. And where did it come from? Is it a Christian thing?
There are a lot of different origin stories that I've heard. Some say that it looks like a J. Most people say no, it's supposed to look like a shepherd's hook, Jesus being the shepherd.
That's what I thought it was.
That's what I've always thought. Someone else also mentioned, no, it's really just hook shaped so you can hang it on the tree. So it's meant to be like a Christmas tree ornament. I've heard a lot of different origin stories for the candy cane. When I grew up, I was always told, oh, it's just shepherd's staff because Jesus is the shepherd and blah, blah, blah. All that good stuff.
Because they say cane, candy cane. So
cane,
you think the shepherd uses a cane.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think it is an American one. Because we only got it when I got to a certain age, and we said that it was hanging on the Christmas tree so that Santa could have something else besides milk and cookies. Which I never
it's like there's one of that one song has the leave a peppermint stick for old Saint Nick hanging on the Christmas tree. That's all about a candy cane.
And what about the chocolate money? That's another thing that I like. There's certain things where I go, what's with the advent calendar is a thing. The chocolate
isn't that just to entertain
the
children?
chocolate money is more of a Jewish thing. So
yeah, that's what I thought. I was just
a Jewish thing.
Yeah.
It basically, so that comes from gelt. Gelt was money that teachers and parents would give to well-behaved children. And we didn't do presents. That's a Christian thing. And we would get gelt. And as we progressed more to, presents now, because
because why not? Why not?
Let's make a remembrance for it. So they as a remembrance, they made it as little chocolate gelt money looking things, and you get that for kids.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I know on Hanukkah you always got the little chocolate money. You got the dreidel. You got a bunch of little things, little things that you got, right?
Yes, lots of little things.
Well, one of my best friends growing up was Jewish, and I remember that the gelt and the dreidel were always connected. That basically you got gelt and you gambled it on the dreidel game.
Yes,
that was
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Teach them young.
Teach them young. Get with chocolate. That's what they really want. They don't want money. They want chocolate. So we give them chocolate and we teach them how to gamble.
Clarification: do not teach your kids how to gamble, okay?
That's literally what it is, though. I'm not gonna lie. That's what the dreidel game is.
I thought that was for hugs and kisses.
Yeah, no. It's all about the chocolate money.
What?
Okay then, I learned something new.
And we play for keeps.
Yeah, I know. It's like if you gambled away all your chocolate money, you don't get no more guilt.
Yeah, that was it.
It's likely your opponent's already eating it.
Unless someone lands on the shin, that was it. Because so the dreidel has different numbers, letters on it, and each one represents a different thing of what you did. So if you land on the gimel, which is the equivalent of G from the sound,
Greg,
you get it is Greg. If you land on Greg, you get all the money that's in the middle. If you land on the hay, which is H, you get half of what's in the middle. If you land on the nun, you get nothing. And if you get the shin, then you have to share some of yours.
So it's like two five pieces chance to win something, 1 to get nothing, and 2 to lose.
Most better parents and teachers would just say, okay, now split it amongst yourselves at the end. But I knew people who played.
At the end.
So,
oh no, like you.
No, you first.
No, I was just saying, like I remember playing the dreidel game with my friend, and yeah, we'd play until basically you tap out. You go, I'm gonna take my chocolate and leave. I'm not gonna take what I have left.
Yeah. That is a thing that confuses me, because I always heard that the mean joke, or it is mean, but the joke about Jewish people, like they're very good with money, and they love money, and I was just like, okay, is that because of the Hanukkah game, or is it because they're actually good in business? Because
might be. I mean, there's two things that I've heard from it, of why this origin would happen and why it's a negative thing. Apparently, oh no, you're good with money. How dare you?
How dare?
Listen, but
what? It's the worst insult we can come up with. You're good with money.
Okay, tack. Like, thank you.
The historical reason it existed is Jews for a long time were not allowed to own real businesses. So what they did were they were coin collectors, they were money exchangers, because Christians weren't allowed to do it for Christians. So they went to Jews. So Jews were able to exchange money and deal with that, and because they were part of a lot of the spice trade, they could do different monies. Like if you needed to go to Norway, then they could give you whatever the Norwegian currency was, because they had friends who traveled there and such. So if you needed money, you went to the Jews, because the Christians weren't allowed because there was extortion laws or something like that.
So
that's historically where it comes from.
So they are basically the what's it called in English?
Bankers. Money lenders.
Oh, okay. I was thinking about like exchange of money type.
Money exchanges. That's historically where it goes.
Now I want to know. Now I want to know the origin story of why Scottish people have a similar reputation.
No clue.
Maddie! Maddie! Are you here?
Maddie! Why do people think you're good with money?
Wait a minute. But the Scottish aren't good with money.
Well, there's an old, that's why Scrooge McDuck is Scottish. That's why the badger from Wind of the Willows is Scottish, and it's still a stereotype that Scottish people are very frugal. Mm-hmm. And I have no idea where it comes from.
Well, frugal is one thing, but I think I think everybody's frugal that's poor. I mean, I'm
that's probably where it came from. Is like the Scottish were just like, don't take my money, it's mine.
Well, yeah, I think that anyone who's had to pay a tithe and had to live,
under the British.
Under the British rule, yes. They've had to pay everybody, including the church and the rule, whoever was in charge of their land, like they literally had no money. So I can understand. I've got Scottish, Irish, British, and First Nations. That's my heritage, but I've never done a DNA test, but I find it fascinating. I thought you were going to go to the kilts, like, the Scots wear kilts. And do they really wear anything under their kilts? Oh, that kind of
Well, you're not supposed to.
No, you're not.
Which I'm not objecting to.
No.
I've heard a lot of Scottish men be like, no. If you wear something under your kilt, that makes it a skirt.
Yeah, that's right. It's not a skirt. It's not a skirt.
No objections over here. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I asked my uncle. Yeah. He's piped the Queen of England into Canada 7 times. He's been in the tattoo, where he plays at the tattoo many times. He's a big piper, but he's like, no, you don't wear anything under your kilt. This is my dad's brother. I'm
not unless it's like
dead of winter. Think about it. Yeah, I don't want to think about it.
These are Scottish men. They don't care about the cold.
Oh yeah, no. And the kilt is the whole 9 yards of fabric. So you've got your kilt is made out of 9 yards of fabric. So if you hear that saying, the whole 9 yards, that's what they're talking about. A kilt that is made with 9 yards. That's a lot of wool on your body.
It's heavy.
Yeah. Like if you get a real one, you could get like a fake one that's
not the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, not the whole 9 yards.
That's what Catholic schoolgirls wear.
Yeah, true.
Final Sight is saying that the English would heavily tax the Scot people, and they were not happy. So thus they was considered penny pinchers. Pinchers?
Penny pinchers. They pinch their money.
They hold on to every penny,
which it was necessary.
Yeah.
Whereas the Irish, when they got upset, they just started revolutions.
Exactly.
They just put out their gun.
They're also my people.
Yeah, the Irish are my people. So yeah, it was very much like, what did the Irish do when they were unhappy? They started wars.
They ain't taking no money stealing. No. There's like, they saw what the Vikings were doing, and they're just like, we're going to do that.
We're going to do that. Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I find really interesting is that in How to Train Your Dragon, the Vikings have Scottish accents. So what's going on with that?
Well, the thing I'm a little bit embarrassed about talking when it comes to the Vikings, if they liked something, they took it with them, and that includes people.
Yes.
So,
they just
they
really like the Scottish people.
So, have a few slaves or maybe a husband or wife. So, we have
fine.
Have a little bit of everything.
And the other thing I need to throw out there, speaking of Scottish and How to Train Your Dragon, does anyone else find it interesting that all the elders in How to Train Your Dragon speak in a Scottish accent, except none of the kids do?
Yep.
And they're all,
It's
they've
like
never
all the
left
kids
the
are
island.
American.
Like it's like
All the kids
they're all
are
American. I'm like, what the heck's going on around here?
They just stole the American
Yep.
children.
They stole the American children.
There you
Uh,
go.
Yeah, the thing is, if you see it in Norwegian, you will actually hear. I think you will hear all of the most common dialects in all over Norway. Like you will have
Oh,
way
wow.
up in the north, you will have way in the south, you will even have my dialect, and you will have the Oslos, you will have like Oppland, Trondheim, all of the weird ones, and it would be like, are you talking another language? And I'm just like, no, it's Norwegian.
Yeah.
So even if you can't understand Norwegian, I would recommend just take a listen and
I
have
love
on
it.
subtitles.
I love it.
Sounds like
Yeah,
in Brave,
I love it. Yeah, Brave.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
where they had
Yeah.
all the different ones.
Yeah,
I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
me too. It was really
Yeah, I
great.
was like, where are y'all from, man?
Hello. There was one guy I couldn't understand. I think it was a big green guy. He talked like I
Yeah,
understood.
that was the joke.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, because I
but it
couldn't.
is an
yeah,
actual.
right.
The joke was that you
accent.
weren't. Yeah, the joke was that you weren't really supposed to understand him because
Yeah.
there is another Scottish stereotype is that they are difficult to understand.
Yeah, because
Even
Right.
if you
I
speak
don't know.
English, that the Scottish accent is hard to understand. Which I've never had a problem, but it's a stereotype. So he was basically the embodiment of that stereotype. Where every time he spoke, everyone was like, "What?"
yeah, okay, because even though it was in another language, it sounded very similar to a Norwegian dialect. So I kind of understood what he was saying, but it was like I'm missing some pieces here, but I think I'm getting the picture.
I'm just watching
Yeah,
Ellie
gotcha.
trying to. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
she's
what
disappearing
doing.
behind her umbrellas.
Umbrellas.
Yeah. I need to get something for mine too. Or maybe when I move, they're gonna have like a pretty background.
Oh, that'd be cute.
There she's
I
back.
had to plug in my computer because my laptop because I'm out
Oh.
of. I was just about to go into the dead zone.
Oops. I gotta say the blue stripes really fits your hair. It looks really nice on you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. The blues. I've got blues. I've got the blues.
Yeah.
They will be
Nice.
changing. They will be changing like they always do. It's blue now, but I'm thinking of pink. I'm thinking I'm gonna go do some pinky winky winky wink.
Yeah.
Just for a
nice.
change.
Oh, you could have pink and yellow, and that would be very nice for Easter.
Oh,
very
that's
good.
kind of like this. Like
Yeah.
my pink and yellow crown.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
I always get into trouble. My agent goes, "What's happening with your hair?" And I go, "It can come out. Don't worry about it."
Yes. Final set saying Apple Siri is an enemy to the Scots.
There was
What?
actually a legitimate Apple commercial about this. Is Apple Scotland having a wee bit of trouble because it was basically the Scottish guy talking to Siri and Siri could not understand him, and it's hilarious. I'll see if I
Wasn't there
can
one
find
in an
it.
elevator also?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Well, that's when you get
See if I
into
can
the
find that.
probes. Like if you get in, the sort of the way,
Yeah.
sort of like you go and talk to the Celtic sort of like, they'll talk like that, and you're like, what's happening? Like I've been to Scotland a couple of times, and when you get out into the rural areas in the north and stuff, you're just like, oh, what are you? I don't know what you're saying. And if they've had a couple of jars, like they've been drinking, I haven't a clue what they're saying.
Yeah.
Here's the one I was
What?
talking about.
No, I see that one.
Oh.
That's a good one.
You can post that in chat if you want to.
Okay.
I
let me
can't
find
see
chat.
the
Hold on.
chat.
But you can see the Discord chat.
There you
Oh,
go.
I can see ours. Yeah. Okay,
That's a funny
that's
one.
hilarious. Okay, that's hilarious. Now I'm just seeing everything. Here we go. I'm seeing the. Oh, that's funny.
So, this is not the New Year stream exactly, but do you have one thing that you want to try to do all of next year that you haven't done this year?
Pay attention to my weight.
That's a good one.
I have used the pandemic as a beautiful excuse to not do anything, and it's taken its toll.
Splurge, girl, splurge.
So I need to remedy the situation in next year.
Yeah, that's a good one. Like it doesn't matter which side of the scale you are, a healthy balance is needed either way.
Yeah,
It's
true.
Absolutely. And healthy is not what I've been doing in 2020.
I think
So,
there's very, very
we need
few
to
that actually
update that.
has.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Right?
Well, I lost 20 pounds, so I don't know why, because I'm
wow.
eating more cake, more chips, more candy, more garbage. Like,
That means you're stressed.
do not understand. I don't feel stressed.
Well, that's
My
good.
doctor said, are you stressed out? I said, I don't think I'm stressed out. Maybe I am. And I don't know it. You know,
You look very comfortable right now.
Yeah.
Well,
actually, if you see on her body language, she's kind of tightened up. So no, she herself might not be feeling the stress in her head, but the body and unconscious mind is still very stressed. That's why she's tightening up. And the sugar rush is to kind of what's it called? Like when you get the painkillers, like slow down the head. Not exactly. It's more like if you get a sugar rush, you kind of put the brain to sleep.
Cells?
Yeah, maybe. It's just because I had the same coping mechanism when I still was drinking Coca-Cola. And it's something I read up on since I wanted to figure out why am I not craving sugar. I'm supposed to crave sugar because I've been drinking Coca-Cola the last 24 years of my life. Why am I not craving Coca-Cola when I'm not drinking Coca-Cola anymore? So for me, again, it would be try to cut down the sugar. Try instead like have blueberries, have strawberries, have like sweet fruit around you. And every time you crave something, take that instead. Just like tell your mind like, yes, I'm taking candy, but you're actually taking the fruit so that you trick your mind to thinking that you are getting the candy, but in real life you're getting something healthy for your body. And this can also work for you if you have ADHD.
So, Chris, you're saying I shouldn't have this next to my desk?
No.
Bye-bye. Probably not.
Giant
Not that I don't understand. The remnants of it. It's like there's a remnants of a gingerbread house over here, you know.
I don't want to throw it away.
Right?
It'll be waste.
Exactly. I mean, wasting food.
Yeah, you can't do that. It's Irish.
Yep.
So you're saying I shouldn't be eating that extra cookie dough when I'm baking my cookies? Don't
No.
So she's saying you shouldn't. I'm saying you should.
Yeah.
Thank you. I think
the rest of us
go
are like, go for it.
Like
it's healthy for you,
like I said, everything in moderation.
Yes, like I do know that I have not had alcohol in over a year.
Oh,
too,
yeah.
So that could have something to do with it. None, zero. Just because I thought, you know, what the heck? Maybe I'll just clean out my liver. Not that, you know, I drank a lot, but I just thought, what, you know, why not? And what's interesting, Chris, is that I started drinking Coke Zero.
Oh.
Not that it has sugar in it, but it does have, I think it has aspartame in it, or Diet Coke does for sure.
Yeah, Diet Coke has. And it also has the corn syrup thingy.
Yeah. So I'm like, so I'm wondering if, I don't know, that could be speeding me up because it's got aspartame in it, you know, which makes you, and I'm drinking coffee in the morning and I'm drinking Diet Coke or Coke Zero, you know, so I'm thinking, you know, that could be it too.
That can be it. And when that sugar dies down, because there's still sugar in it, even though they haven't put extra sugar in it, that can also be why you're craving cakes and other candies. So that tells me...
Yeah, because I never crave that stuff, but I do love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, I very rarely get like a craving for something sweet, but if there is something sweet in front of me, I'm gonna eat it.
And my husband is really really bad.
I'm an opportunist.
Oh yeah, my husband
It's
fills
there all
the
the
house with sweets. Like he's just because he likes sweets. So
Right.
I'm like, oh, look at that cheesecake. Right before I came on, I was eating cheesecake.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa, raspberry white chocolate cheesecake. That's what I was eating before I came on.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, like Sorry, go ahead.
No, you first. You started first.
Well, I actually was doing really well on my weight, all things considered, a while ago. I'd lost like 40 pounds. I was doing really well. And then my roommate moved in, and she has the dietary restriction of a 5-year-old. Like, so she'll have like Lucky Charms and stuff like that, and just all the sugar, and I have zero impulse control. If it's there, I'm going to eat it, you know. So how I maintained my own weight was by removing it from my environment. But then it came back into my environment, and I'm like, crud, I have no control over not eating this sugary cereal.
Sugary cereal is so good, though.
Well, Darkley's husband lost, I forget how many pounds. DB, I don't know if you guys know him from TrotCon. He lost like, I think it's like, I'm going to say like close to 100 pounds. And I asked him how he did it, and he said, I stopped drinking pop. He just cut out pop. He said, I didn't change any other thing in my thing except he cut out pop.
Oh, pop.
Like all sodas? Or,
Okay.
yeah, I heard something else first also.
Yeah, sorry.
I heard something else. Like, first of all, you
pop, like sodas, sparkling drinks, like that have sugar in them, like Coca-Cola, ginger ale, all of those.
But he's okay with like I don't know if you have it there, bubbly or whatever it's called.
Sparkle water?
Sparkle water, yeah.
Bubbly. Yeah. It's like flavored sparkling water. I drink it like crazy.
He stopped drinking pop of any kind. Stopped it. Just went like this. He's in the States. He's in Ohio. Cleveland, right? So that's how he lost 100 pounds. Like I was like, holy crap, you must have drank a lot of pop, man.
Drinking a lot.
It doesn't take that much, honestly. And teas, like the sugary teas that they sell as like a alternative, they're just as bad, if not worse.
Exactly. They're not good.
But they're so delicious.
Skybolt says he has been drinking Perrier.
Yeah,
Perrier.
I love that.
So then my question is that one of
you
the
probably have.
So
it's
that
a sparkling water.
Yeah, it's a sparkling water.
Yeah.
Sparkling
you probably
water.
have it in Norway. It just probably goes under a different name. Like
so you know how
Perrier is.
We've got what we call flat water and sparkly water. So if you go to a restaurant, you can either have flat water that has no bubbles in it, or you have bubbly water that is like a effervescent kind of water.
I was gonna just send you a picture.
I did.
Okay. Well, I wanna be a jerk though and send her an Amazon link to get.
Okay, I'm gonna say something. If I end up with an email saying Amazon sponsorship by the end of next year, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You're gonna take it.
You're gonna take it. You know you're gonna take it.
Take it, use it, abuse it.
No. Nope.
Yeah, we might need them when we start our Norway convention.
Then they can sponsor the convention, not me.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, well, it'll be kind of the same thing.
You realize people are still gonna make t-shirts with your character saying Grizz approves.
Well, I gotta say one thing honest. I would rather that they make that kind of uncomfortable thing than not say for Chris type of fan art.
Oh dear.
Right.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be
that is
making
true.
that
That
for
is
you.
true.
That's definitely not something you would enjoy.
Yeah, because that's anybody who knows me at least a little bit know that Not Safe for Chris is basically heavy swearing or sexual stuff, and if you make anything like that with my OC, that's basically
It's an affront.
No bueno, yeah.
Sacrilegious.
It's the quickest way to make me not want to have anything to do with you ever at all, and I'm probably gonna cry and tell it to most of my friends because they're gonna be wondering why I'm crying, and you're probably gonna get in a lot of trouble because I also have Darius that really doesn't like people being mean to me. So
That's fair.
Yeah, it helps that he has black belt in Taekwondo.
Very nice.
Nice.
No, I toned down the swearing around you. I toned down.
I really
that jazz.
appreciate it. I really appreciate it. But
Mhm.
again, I know swearing is a way of hey Aeon, why am I waving? He doesn't see me.
Why are you waving?
Hell yeah. I've been forgetting that. Like, you asked who has an ugly Christmas sweater, and I raised my hand, and I forgot the stream can't see me. And I'm like, oh yeah, I have one. You got to say it out loud.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh my god, the fact that Skybolt calls it Perrier spicy water.
Spicy water.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
I just call it angry dishwater because it just tastes like soap.
Yeah, I don't think we have Perrier in Norway, but we have something similar that's called Farris. And
Sounds like it.
It's a painful soda water I have ever
Painful
drunk.
water.
Yeah. Farris. Let me just find
Angry water.
Farris,
Final said the talk of Amazon summoned Aeon.
Let me see. They actually, I'm just gonna send the Google search because they have boxes, they have big cans, they have small cans, they have bottles, they have everything. And it's just like, why? Like, I am one of those people that I have tried drinking alcohol, but it really hurts.
Oh.
And I don't remember anything after like 3 small 0.4 or something. So I have tried it, but it's not something for me because it really hurts and I don't remember anything. But I have done it very, very few times, and it's always been at the home of somebody I really trust, and it's not been at big parties. But for me, it really hurts and I don't remember anything. But that poopy water, Sprite, it tastes worse. It's
Sprite, yeah.
Sprite.
It came up for me as Sprite. That's a different thing.
No, Sprite has
Sprite
sugar in
isn't
it.
sparkling water.
Sprite is actually
it's
really
got a lot of
yummy.
sugar. It's like
I like Sprite.
lemon lime flavored.
I don't like 7-Up.
It's a kind of soda.
Sprite is really good.
So
It's got a lot of sugar.
Yeah, but it's not.
There's Sprite and there's 7-Up, and I can't remember which one I do like and which one I hate. So I stay away from both of them.
I'm just like nope.
Sprite is.
I
what
like
they
ginger
call-
ale.
Yeah, Sprite is what they call. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's okay. I was just saying Sprite is what they call lemonade in England, which got me confused when I started living over there, because I would get a lemonade and then they'd give me, a Sprite basically, and I'm like, okay.
You know why that is? Because they say that Sprite is lime and lemon. You know how they've got that little kind of lime and a lemon put together for the Sprite logo?
Got the lime and the coconut. Drink them
Lime and the coconut. Drink it all up.
But it's not. It really doesn't taste like that lemonade at all.
Yeah.
So, on changing of the subject, you said you have been living in the UK, Sweetie Bloom?
Oh, when I was about 12, my mom moved to England. So because I was still a minor, I had to have my time split between my dad in America, my mom in England. So I'd spend every summer and every other Christmas and Easter over in England. And yeah, there was a couple of translation things. I was talking to a scribbler the other day, remembering some of them. One of them being the lemonade thing, where I went, "Oh, lemonade," and got a Sprite. Went, "Okay." And another thing was like, we went to this tea house, and I open up the menu and I see pudding, and I go, "Pudding sounds great. I would love to have some pudding." And so she comes over, and I'm like, "I'll have some pudding." And oh no, I asked her what flavor of pudding they had. And she's like, "It's listed right there," because underneath pudding was like cake and stuff like that. And I'm going, okay, I guess I'll have the chocolate cake pudding, thinking it was going to be like a custard flavored like chocolate cake. And I got a chocolate cake. As I didn't know that pudding was their word for dessert. That was their just word for dessert. So I'm like, okay, I just shrugged up. No, actually, my mom was just watching this exchange, and after she was just watching the waitress and I getting each other very confused before the waitress walks away, and my mom goes, "So you know." Like,
okay,
rude, Mom, you could have told me.
I gotta say, your mom sounds awesome, but also a little bit mean.
A little bit mean, just a little bit.
So,
Although, Well, there's another exchange at a similar tea house, though. Is my mom. She's not from England. She's very American, and we would go to a proper English tea house, and then she would order a taffy latte, as she would pronounce it. And so many times a waiter would look at me, and I'd be like, "Cafe latte," and they go, "Oh."
Ah.
That's
Sorry.
awesome.
Anyway, you were saying.
The thing is that I was actually interested. So you lived in America and England. Anywhere else?
No, just mostly those two countries.
Okay. Ellie, have you lived in any other countries than Canada?
Yeah, but not for long periods of time. I've lived in lots of places. I've lived in Uganda. I've lived in Nigeria. I've lived in, let me think. I lived in Mexico City. I lived in Scotland. I lived in, when I went to school there. Oh, geez. Probably lived in a lot of places that I'm not even thinking about right now.
Like, say, at least half a year or a year, if that helps summon it up.
Yeah, I've lived in those places that I've mentioned.
DuskFlare? Have you lived in any other countries than Canada?
What do you consider living?
At least half a year to a year. Or even more.
In that case, I've lived in Israel for a year.
Oh.
I was there for school. I took art school, and we go to things called seminaries. And basically you go there for a year of study, and it's half, I guess it would be Torah study / and half art study in my case. So, like in the mornings we would study the equivalent of the Bible and various facets of it, and in the afternoon it was all art, which was amazing. I got to do so many amazing things there. I got to do stained glass work. I got to do pottery. I got to do. We didn't quite hit masonry, but like we just did everything. Silk painting. We did metal work. Just photography, like traditional photography with labs. It was so cool.
Yeah,
and just the places we got to travel. Like every week we were at there was one class that every week we would be in a different location in Jerusalem, and every week, every Sabbath, we would go to a different location in the country, and just constantly moving around. It was just so cool.
Wow.
I mean, I got to climb Masada, and I got to sleep on ruins because I was exhausted.
Nice.
Only way to go.
I do have pictures that, like, I had this thing going on at the time. I was on some medications that were messing me up, but I would constantly fall asleep during the day, and especially after that much exertion, I literally just fell asleep on these, like, ancient stairs, and he's like, these are, like, 5,000 to 10,000 years old. I'm like, look, a place to nap.
That's my spot.
And I have pictures of me just curled up on them asleep, and everyone was making fun of me because like we finally got down to the bottom and like they're all tired. And I'm like, I'm fine.
So now I'm just imagining your OC, but it's a cat and it's sleeping on those stairs.
that sums it up. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We did get. Ska vi se, just double checking. Okay, so Aeon asked what he could ask. So he asked favorite drink, alcoholic and not alcoholic. I can start. I don't have a favorite
100%.
alcoholic because I don't drink. But non-alcoholic would be. I guess now that I don't drink Coca-Cola anymore, it would be something that's we call here in Norway that's called saft, which is basically berry juice made into some kind of consistency that you can mix with water, and then you get watery berry water. So you can have with any type of berries or fruits mixed together, and you just add water, and then it tastes good. Hey, Norway is weird.
Nice. Sounds good to me.
So, anyone else remember their favorite
I'll go. I like Bloody Caesars with all the fixings, like a pickle, and they do sharp, big sticks with olives and celery and cucumbers and a shrimp on the side and a beef jerky thing thrown in, and it's just like
That's
it's like
a lot.
it's like a whole meal
Right?
in a cocktail. It's like the most insane thing you've ever had. It's like a whole meal. It's called a
Now-
Bloody Caesar, and I love kombucha for a regular drink or smoothies. I love fruit smoothies for regular just drinks, and coffee. I love beautiful with cashew nut milk. I love coffee.
Yeah. I do miss the smell of coffee in the morning. I don't drink coffee, so the only time I have had coffee in my house when Elley was over.
I love coffee. I can drink a whole pot of coffee in the morning myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bloom?
I honestly I like pretty much any type of sweet alcohol. There's a chocolate liqueur from Italy that is out of this world. It tastes like just chocolate pudding going down. It's so good. And it has like very little alcohol. Like there's almost nothing in there. There's a little tingle and that's it. So you're not going to get drunk off that. It's just so good. I like there's a Caribbean something that one of the bars here makes, and it has like 3 kinds of rum in it and no
Bahama
pineapple.
Mama?
So I don't know what it is. It's not Bahama Mama. It's Caribbean Tree or something like that. It's Pub Kill downtown has it, and it's just so good. And there's no pineapple. I'm allergic to pineapple, so I can almost never have a rum drink because they always put pineapple in it. And this one is so good, and there's no rum, and it's just like curacao, so it's this beautiful blue, and a yellow rum, so it goes into green. It's just gorgeous. I enjoy that. Non-alcoholic drinks is more of a difficult question.
Well, I think I know Bloom's favorite non-alcohol, but I'm gonna say it afterwards.
Okay.
I think they have like I think they're called peace teas. I don't know if you have them there, and they're very very yummy, and they're very sugary drinks. But there's one that has green tea in them, and it's green tea and mango, and it just tastes amazing.
Ooh, that
And
sounds
that's what I have Friday mornings when I need to get up at 6 a.m. because I don't drink coffee, so everyone else is drinking coffee, and I'll just have one of those and I'll be fine.
Yeah, nice. The one I was gonna say is eggnog.
I was gonna say this time of year the answer is always eggnog, both alcoholic and non-alcoholic answers, all questions.
The eggnog is the answer to all.
Eggnog answers everything.
I can remember drinking tequila last Christmas with my friends. I do remember that.
Tequila is fun. I had 2 of those over the weekend. That was
they're
very nice.
very, and they're in margaritas. A margarita is a great
They're
cocktail.
so delicious.
Oh yeah, with salt on the rim, and then you have nacho chips and salsa, and you just keep. They're dangerous because the salt makes you thirsty.
And then you keep drinking.
That's it.
I've only had one issue with drinking the entire time that I've I've been drinking since I'm 18, since that's the legal age here, and I've only had one time that I was like, I think the term is 2 sheets to the wind. It was just I was blasted. And the thing is, my friends know I can drink quite a lot, and they're just like, "What happened? Did you get drugged?" And I'm like, "I have no idea, but I'm going home."
Yeah,
Like they
you
had
were
no clue
probably
what
drugged.
happened.
You were
They had
probably
no clue what
drugged.
it was, but they were very kind to me, and they stayed with me the entire time and made sure I was okay and got into the cab okay. And I was still awake when I got home. I was just hammered. Still didn't get a headache the next morning, so I'm fine.
Nice.
I am very fortunate.
Yeah, good thing you had people looking after you.
Yeah.
I never go to a bar alone. That's like the worst thing you can do. As far as I'm concerned, a bar is to socialize in any case, so go with friends. And the only times I really go is I'm part of a choir, so after our performances, we'll go to a Peel pub downtown and we'll hang out there. And there's about 30 of us in the group, so
I think you have a big enough
Gets
crew.
crowded.
Maybe, just maybe.
I mean, there was a time we're 100 people in the choir usually, so we don't all go down there. So that's good.
Well, that's sad for all the bar then, because 100 customers, I'm gonna make a lot of money.
There's not enough room in
Yeah.
that pub. It's like this tiny little European-style pub. It's adorable.
Ah.
Mm.
And then we all sing karaoke terribly.
We have another question. Question
Awesome.
for Sweetie Bloom. Sweetie Bloom, what is your favorite moment with Lightning Bliss? Also, I think she's cute. Don't tell her I said that. And that was Noah.
Favorite moment with Lightning Bliss. I know we had a lot of fun when we were playing D&D back in the day between her character and mine. I'd say probably the best interaction between it, because her character was a dragon and my character was a human druid. And there was one particular instance where my character climbed into the mouth of this monstrous worm because it told her to. And
Of course, we gotta listen to him.
Yeah, and I was like, he's just like, yeah. I'm like, okay. So she climbs into his mouth and he spits her out, and she ends up getting like an additional stat bonus, basically. Like she was blessed by the worm by doing this. But of course, you know, her Lightning Bliss's character sees her friend get eaten, right? So she's freaking out the whole time. And so she picks my character up and is basically like, don't ever do that again. And my character goes, why not? And everyone sort of lost it. So I'd say that was probably one of my favorite Lightning Bliss moments, was just in-game terrorizing her character with worry.
It's interesting. So is that from the newest one, or is it that from an old one?
That's from an old one. This was a D&D game that I played at Josh Scorcher's channel. It's called Welcome to the Show. I was part of that game for a while. Eventually, I had to leave it for a multitude of reasons. But yeah. So it was an old D&D show. I'm now part of another one.
Okay. Yeah, that's the thing. How, Elley, you have played D&D in Norway for the very first time. Do you remember?
Yes.
Yeah. What did you play? Do you remember what you played?
Well, I think it's a long time ago. I forget exactly what the gatekeeper or whatever his name is, the guy that runs the D&D
Dungeon Master.
thingamajig. Yes, thank you. You can see it's not something I play because I don't have time to play anything ever.
Aww.
Hardly.
Yeah.
Well, I just don't. I play with my voice. That's what I do for audiences. So that's where I get my play. My playing is acting for me, which is kind of like D&D anyway. But I can't remember. I really can't remember. I was not a nice character. I remember that.
No, you were.
And I had two. I had two characters. I had one that was like a little something. I can't remember because I was going through rooms down hallways. Remember, like I was like, and there were stones that kept being. We had to find a way to get out of the. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that because you were actually a half-orc barbarian.
I was a half-orc. That's it.
It wasn't you who were running around everywhere because I was playing the little gnome rogue. And
yes.
You told me to scout ahead, so I was just like, yeah, sure, I'm going to do that.
That's right. That's what it was.
When we then first met our first encounter, she just, her character just picked my character up and did the meme of throw the halfling. But, instead.
When in doubt, always throw the halfling.
Yeah.
Throw the halfling. I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Yes,
I mean, you know.
You did. So, I want to ask you guys, what were your first D&D character? Because we now know that Elley was the magnificent half-orc barbarian.
Well, the fact that you even remember that, like, I'm like, Oh, wow. It's like how they asked me what characters I played. I'm like, oh, I can't even remember. Like, really? They all start to become the same character after a while.
Yeah, I don't remember his name, but I remember he did a very well performance because the rest of
It
the
was
table.
fun. It was so much fun. Like we did it for a long time. I know we had to stop because we had other things we had to do. I remember that.
Yeah, we were supposed to just go on for 1 hour, but because everybody at the table had so fun, we went out for 3. And then we were just like, I'm sorry, guys. Elley needs to be somewhere, so you guys can still play, but we need to go.
It was totally fun. Like it was like, and my first husband was a huge D&D guy, like huge. He had a group that he met with religiously, and I didn't really know anything about it. Like it was sort of like his kind of fun thing, and they dressed up and did all kinds of stuff. Like I was like, oh, well, it sounds like a kind of a fun thing. And then I played it, and I was like, oh, this is fun.
Mm-hmm.
So, any one of you want to go, or shall I go?
So, I do remember my first...
Old memories.
my first character was a small rogue halfling, because they said start simple, don't go for anything with spells or anything too complicated. So I said, okay, how can I make this more terrifying and a little bit more screwed up? So I had him make collections. He liked to collect things. Not jewels, not gems, not gold. Ears.
Oh.
Okay, then.
Ears. He would collect ears.
Yeah.
And make necklaces out of them.
Of course.
And sell them.
Sell them? His collection? Really?
Yes. Yeah, he would make this nice collection with necklaces of ears and just, I will sell this to you for 50 gold.
50?
Why? Because it has ears.
I picked them myself.
Fresh ears. You get a discount if they're not fresh. And if you don't agree to my price, I get a new necklace.
Well, interesting. I will make sure to hold on to my ears.
Yeah, right?
And how about you, Sweetie Bloom, with the amazing voice?
Yes, I see that comment. So did I. No, appreciate it. I think, if I'm remembering correctly, because it was probably close to 10 years ago, I think I was a druid cleric, human druid cleric. Because, of course, I couldn't make things easy on myself.
No.
Yeah. I sort of had the backstory that she was raised upper class, and that's when she did like the cleric training, and then she ran away to the forest and became a druid. So yeah.
Yeah. That's where we go. So
yep.
Did she have any particular hobbies as collecting ears?
No. Very boring as far as collecting ears market is concerned, I'm afraid.
More ears for me.
Yeah, it was... She just had the conflict of, like, she's a druid, but at the same time, she also knew social etiquette, which is not typical for druids. So that was just her sort of unique thing, where it was, like, she knew how to socially behave, but she chose... She basically Toph from Avatar: The Last Airbender. It was like, she knew the social decorum, she decided to leave it behind.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, kind of like Toph.
Yeah, basically. Of course, this was before the time of Toph, so I didn't know I was ripping off Toph at the time.
Was there ever a before the time of Toph?
There was. I'm old enough to remember the pre-Avatar days.
I am the Melon Lord!
I am the Melon Lord, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Toph is such a great character.
I love Toph. That's why I love her. I'm like, she's my
spirit animal.
Spirit animal, yeah.
She is your spirit bender.
Yes. I was like, I'm an earthbender. Why? Because Toph.
Oh, yeah. My first character was actually a 3.5 character, which was a halfling rogue, because I just saw English, another language, writing, math, ADHD, dyslexia. No. So I went with the most basic, easy stuff I could find, and I like halflings because they are hobbits. But my
Yes,
first 5
they are.
edition character was half elf bard, because I found out they can do a lot of stuff without killing. Yay! So yeah, I could be like a little bit of everywhere without being the main responsible for healing, because
Yeah.
one responsibility is too much responsibility.
Well, that. See, I'm the opposite. I love playing the healer, which was like, and I'm like, who's the healer? And I think like the person is like, well, you can either be a cleric or a druid. Those are usually pretty good at healing. And I'm like, can I be both? And they go, sure, you can be both.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Yay!
I love
can do
them
both.
now. I love them now. Now I love them. Like druid is my, druid, bard, and
Yeah.
cleric. There you go. That's me. Top. Ska vi se. We got another Noah again. Question for all of you. What is your favorite Avatar: The Last Airbender and My Little Pony character, and why? Well, I think we already know Sweetie Bloom's favorite.
Toph is best pony.
Okay, so next. No. Who's your favorite pony or character in My Little Pony?
I would say Applejack, again, for very similar reasons. They're very, well, I mean, forgive the pun, down-to-earth characters. They've got, they've got sort of their responsibilities, and they're very stubborn, but like in a good way. Like they're stubbornly devoted, they're stubbornly
Pride.
dedicated, yeah. And so, well, yeah, there's that.
Sorry,
but,
therapist going out again.
I see how it is. No, yeah, I really appreciate both Applejack and Toph for their earthiness.
Earthiness. Awesome. Dusk?
So, Avatar: The Last Airbender, honestly, not gonna lie, I love Zuko. Even when he was the villain, I love Zuko. I just found him hilarious. I found him really funny, but no, even more so than him, probably the reason I liked him even to the amount I did is because of Uncle Iroh. Iroh's the best. There's that episode where he the guy tries to rob him and he's just like, that's such a bad stance. Let me help you.
You're gonna rob me like this? Final
with that stance?
With that stance?
1 second. Final site, if you're gonna keep posting links, please ask first. Okay? Thank you. Continue, Dusk.
It's a cute link though, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's just if people see people just posting and posting and posting, then everybody's gonna believe that they can just post. So that's why I unless it's okay, no worries, but it's just try to keep it without chaos. I like Discord, but maybe not that type of chaos right now.
not in that sense. Yep.
Yeah.
Favorite My Little Pony characters. Luna and Starlight Glimmer.
Can't choose.
Those two are my favorites. I love Luna, obviously, since her first appearance when she reappeared for that Nightmare Nights episode, I screamed. I was so happy. Her redesign, absolutely fantastic. Every moment she's on screen, I'm just like, there's my girl! Yeah! Sorry. Starlight Glimmer, I love her because she's sarcastic. She's the first, you get moments of it with other characters, but she is sassy. She is sarcastic. She tries to fix things and they go horribly wrong. And she's like, okay, let's deal with this. Her reaction to, she has no time for other people, wallowing in their own misery, which I absolutely adore. And there was that point where, with Twilight and the school, where she just slaps the book out of her hooves, and it's just like, yes.
It's just like, get yourself together.
Her as a therapist, just amazing. That is just perfect. I love it so much.
So, what about you, Elley? If we take away Mistmane and Tymbal, because I think we both are a little bit biased.
It's really hard for me because it's like saying, who's your favorite in life? And I go, that's impossible. They're all my favorite. It's like crayon colors. What's your favorite? And people do have favorites, and that's not to diminish them. But me, I go, they're all different. It's like I don't like one the best because they're stronger, prettier, better. I can't go there. It's like I love Derpy, I love Luna, I love Applejack, I love all of them. It's like you would look at every single one of them and I would go, they're all great.
Yeah,
They're all
of course.
great. Like it's very difficult for me to say this is my favorite character. I have a very hard time. I get asked that at every convention I go to. So I'll always just say my best friend and one of her characters. I'll just pick just because I find it difficult to say who's the best. Like, you know, I love Pinkie Pie's energy, but I also love Celestia's energy. I also love, you know, Big Mac's energy for all of his kind of, you know, it's so impossibly difficult to say for me. I find it very hard. And when we pick favorites, it sets up a weird dynamic for me that I go, yeah. Well, I don't want to even set that up for myself. You know, who am I most drawn to and why? I would say the canon is what I'm drawn to. I am drawn to My Little Pony as opposed to Corn and Peg, which is another pony show.
Oh,
there you go.
So that's where I'm going to sit with that. And the same is true of Airbender. Like, I like some of the lesser characters like Haru, and like I like really weird, the ones that they're kind of not as interesting. They're not, but they're every single one of them, even the bad, like even where you go, not cool, like that's sort of not cool, but then they have their comeuppance. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
yeah.
Oh man, like there's like I just go, I wonder when I have to specify, you know, we're all going to be drawn to this one because of that reason. And I always try to find the humanity in every character, I guess. I don't know if that's true or not, but I feel like no story can be told without all the characters. So to pick a favorite, like I just go, it is the show canon that is the favorite for me. Like the Airbenders being like, it's a great show. And I know that's a bit of a cop out, but I just go, I don't have a favorite. That is really the truth.
Yeah, and that's totally okay because that's how you feel, and that was what we were asking, your opinion. And we got your opinion, so that's okay, no worries. And one thing I'm gonna share from the therapy brain is bugging me again, is that one thing that's really fascinating about when we ask people their favorite characters, they have usually a favorite character, but the thing about the favorite character is that they have a quality, at least one quality that the person itself wishes they had, but they might not be aware of it. But here's the interesting thing. The character they hate or like the least has an ability they need, but they don't want, or they feel bad about. Like, for me, if you have seen Crystal Gems? Steven Universe and Crystal Gems.
Steven Universe.
Right. Steven Universe, yeah.
For me, my favorite character is still Steven. Like, he's able to do things no matter what he sets his mind to, and that's something I wish I had. But I really, really, really disliked Pearl in the beginning. It's like, she was just like, all the rules, all the things, and just like, she couldn't do anything to have fun, as far as I understood. But when I realized that her ability to have things under control, to be able to keep the schedule, was something I needed. But I just saw the stuck-upness and the, no, you shouldn't do that, type of thing. But when I realized that, I didn't hate her anymore. So that's also something that's interesting. That's also why I like to ask these type of questions, because it also tells a lot about the person. So I can also say that my favorite character from Avatar: The Last Airbender, it kind of goes between Uncle Iroh and Boomy.
Nice. Good duo.
Yeah. But my favorite character from My Little Pony would still have to be Sakura.
She's great.
Yeah, but
nice one.
I think it's kind of a little bit the same as with Uncle Iroh. Like, she's calm, she has things under control, she can give, she's able to help you, and she will always help you, but you yourself need to be ready to get that help. So she's not one of those who walks out to you like, you need help. Yeah. She's the one like, when you need me, I will be there. And I think that's very nice. But if I have to choose a pony, it will be Granny Smith. Because, again, that's the same thing with Boomy. She's crazy, but she can get things done.
Yeah, it works out.
Yeah. So...
Yeah, I do have agree. What is your favorite Zecora moment, though?
Okay, like, what's your favorite time of being in candy store?
Yes.
Right. I think there are a lot of interesting ones, but one of the last episodes where we get to know Doku. Sorry. I see animal, I go whoop.
Doku?
Popper!
Where's Popper?
Popper!
Hey, job, Popper! It's a Darcy, yeah?
And we all get distracted because there is a dog.
Dog!
Literally.
Because this is the purest, loving, loyal soul. These creatures, they are so, without any judgment and without none of that.
As opposed to a cat who will judge.
Yeah, who will judge my cat? I was going to say, I'm like, I'd get my cat, but...
Yeah.
Only if they allow it.
Yeah, then again, if you raise a cat from before they open their eyes, I have had experience that they can be very much like dogs, or even more like you can like
my cat's like a dog.
Yeah, so like the one I have, like I can just pick him up, I can throw him over the shoulder, I can like take him down here if I want to, I can like he even lets me like something he really doesn't like, so he kind of but he never hisses or scratches or anything. So like I can trim his nails, I can touch his belly, like anything. Wow. And he doesn't kick, he doesn't scratches. He's just like
different animals. Like I've had pet pigs, I've had ducks, I've had chickens, I've had ponies, I've had horses, I've had cattle, I've had sheep, I've had you name. I've had so many. I've had bunnies, I've had hamsters, I've had mice, I've had rats, I've had birds of all different kinds. And
my goodness,
quite frankly, they're all really loving. If you're loving for the most part and you love them and you don't, abuse them or hurt them, they will literally be faithful little supporters by your side. Like that's what I found. I found the animals are innocent and they're just animals, birds, lizards. It doesn't matter what it is. I feed them when I'm on vacation, every kind of critter known to mankind, and they will come to you, they will trust you, they will be sweet and gentle, they will stay, they will visit, they are just, they're just sweet.
Yeah, absolutely.
We could learn a lot from them, but we don't generally, for the most of us, we generally don't take the time.
Ugh.
Well,
never go.
I learn a lot from them, but it's a different thing I'm learning.
Yeah.
And advice, never go to a new hairdresser if you don't really have to, because then you end up with very weird hair that kind of looks like this.
I think your hair looks great.
Yeah, I think it looks lovely.
I love it. Yeah, it looks awesome.
But I will agree, whenever I first get out of a hairdresser, it is like, it's different and weird and I don't like it.
Yeah, no, the thing for me is that I usually get my hair cut up, so it kind of gets tags like anime hair, because that fits to my type of face better, and I would get that with this as well, because then it goes better with, again, my face structure, so that it doesn't look like I have an 80s hairdo. And the color got quite dark, So it's adjustment, yes, but it's also that I kind of like having my hair that it fits, because some days I have very ploppy chins because I have like gummies. And some days they are like squish into my face. So I need hair that can work with whatever happens. So it's odd.
No, I got my hair cut right before the pandemic really hit. Like, it had just started, and before all the hair salons had been shut down, I got a cut, and I do regret the cut. I'm not happy with it, but I'm glad that I did it, you know?
Mm.
Yeah.
I
mean,
have
at this
not.
I usually
point,
cut my own hair.
it ties back, so I'm finally happy again, but before it didn't, and it
Yay.
was really hard to get around with.
I have not gotten my hair cut in like a year. I have not. I usually get highlights, blonde highlights. I haven't gotten my hair highlighted in almost a year. So it's just all my natural color, completely natural. All the colors that I put in, I can remove them. They're clip-in hair pieces. Like, I just haven't done a thing with my hair. And I've got this mad desire to, when it ever happens, I go back to the hairdresser to just shave my whole head. Like, I just want to cut it. I just want to go, okay, this was all during the pandemic. This is all of this. I want to just cut all my hair off, you know?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cut my own hair. I think the last time I actually went to a salon was for Josh and Ari's wedding. I have not had it cut by someone else since. I usually do that. I'll cut it myself, but then I was like, oh, I'll go to an actual professional like once a year. But I'm like, oh, let's skip it this year. We'll see about for my friend's wedding next year. But I'm growing out my bangs so that because I noticed that when I have to get my temperature taken when I go into work. So it started being a pain in the butt lifting up my bangs all the time. So growing out my bangs just to get them out of the way.
Practicality.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sadly, I have to inform you guys that we have hit the 2-hour mark.
That's fair.
And that's not counting the first. That's not counting the first half an hour we had trouble.
Yeah. Thank you for everyone who put up with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yay.
So here we are now standing at the crossroad. Do you guys want to go on for a little bit longer, or do you guys want to take a?
Well, hold
finish?
on. What time is it there exactly, Chris? I'm just
gonna
Chris?
type it because I don't know how to say it, because military time thingy. I still don't remember AM and PM.
1:30 in the morning.
I would say in the middle of the night, but yeah.
Well, we say after midnight. We say it's in the morning, which technically doesn't make any sense.
Okay. For me, or for Norwegian people, it have to be at least 5. Then it's like morning. Very, very early morning.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah. Some people get up.
That's not how we speak. That just makes sense.
Yeah. So 4, then it's still midnight. For some reason.
Well, I thought we were going to start a half hour ago, so that I thought we were starting. But what happened was, when I ran on, I was going to be ordering Christmas presents that I haven't done yet. So I went, I better run and get online now, because I have to be on in 5 minutes. So I better hurry up. I'm like, oh shoot, I thought it was in 2 hours. Okay, no. So I still have to do that. But if you guys stay on, like, I can maybe try to pop in after I've ordered I just have to do that, or I will get into trouble.
Well, that depends on I'm not particularly tired, so I don't know if I'm gonna fall asleep. But then again, I should try to keep a sleep schedule, because I also tell others to try to keep schedule, so I don't want to be a hypocrite.
You tell me not to stay up so late all the time.
Yeah, you should take your own advice.
Take your own advice.
Yes, and that's why I'm saying I don't want to be a hypocrite. So,
but we can do it again.
Yeah, if you guys are like this specific group or new groups, or if
I'm
you
all
have
whatever you want. I think everybody's great.
Yeah.
This is fun. I love it. It's very relaxed. It's not,
Yay.
it's fun. It's just a great fun thing.
Yeah, and if you guys
Yeah,
know any of your friends that would be able to keep it safe for Chris, they can like just let me know who it is. I can ask them, or you guys can like, hey, I know a person for this, and
Well, I bet Brian Doe. I know people who would love to just, if they're available, to get on. Like I told Brian Doe and all those people about the BlepCon stuff on Friday nights, and they all started coming. So, it's just, if people have a moment and they can just show up and kind of chat, it's kind of a fun thing. There's all kinds of folks that could be Giles Patton, people from the show. I know.
yeah, like this is just chill and chat. So anybody that, as long as they can keep it family friendly, then they are welcome.
Yeah.
But I, of course, I need to schedule and all that stuff. But like I have asked other people from the pony fandom, but either they've been busy or they haven't answered. So I know that this is not something that everybody would like to do. So I fully understand. But yeah, I'm starting to get nervous, so I'm gonna stop talking.
I say we let Chris go to bed at 1:30 a.m. her time.
100%.
I'm just going to take control. I'm going to take control of this buggy, but as we, or should I say, sleigh bell with our little reindeers all here, and just say a great big, all things bright and beautiful, abundant blessings and health and good cheer to all ponies and all that are on this chat right now, and all folks that are just receiving the energy of this chat, who aren't even on the chat, but the energy of it is one of coming together, one of sharing fable and stories like we would if we sat around a fire singing and dancing and sharing stories together. It's a magical time, and it's a wonderful thing that we do, and we can commit to one another now and always. Then I believe the spirit of Christmas, the spirit of Hanukkah, the spirit of Yuletide, the spirit of Kwanzaa, that it is alive and well in us. And this little chill and chat in celebration of this holiday, I think, is just a wonderful extension of the energy that hopefully we are sharing and giving out to the world daily. And I just want to thank you all and thank Chris for setting it up, and I excuse my technical issues, and say that I look forward to doing it again, and wishing you the happiest of holy days.
Same to you.
Wishing you the same, Elley Ray.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
Sweetie Bloom and Chris, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
You
Happy
betcha.
holidays.
Yeah, happy holidays to everybody.
Yes, wishing everyone such a festive season. Have fun, enjoy, and love each other.
Absolutely, and I look forward to the next stream.
Sweetie Bloom, do you want to say anything?
Gosh, I'm not nearly as eloquent as they are. I just concur with everything that has been said. Yes, happy holidays to everybody, and a happy New Year as well.
Oh, so wonderful.
Sounds like you did a silver quill there almost. But yeah,
I did. No, he would be able to be very eloquent, and he'd write poetry. I'm sitting there going like, yeah, same.
Ditto.
Ditto. What I said.
Copy paste.
Yeah, exactly. Cite sources. Don't want to be accused of plagiarism, but
yeah. So, thank you, Elley. Thank you, Dusk. Thank you, Sweetie. And thank you to everybody that came to watch. And thank you so much. Happy holiday. I hope you all stay safe, stay happy, stay kind, and stay brownie. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, friends.